Hey, bro, come on. All right, remove all free straight. Cool. This season of energy harvesting, right? What's up? Like the live, y'all. Like the live. What's up, Joe? Hold on 1 second. I'll invite people up soon. Tap the screen. So yeah, it's a lot going on. Tennessee HBCU getting attacked by YT people. Yeah, peace. Like the live, like the live. Let's get up to 10,000 likes. 10,000 likes. What's up? I came in peace. Thank you for the heart meet. Ready to negotiate. Who can I? What's up, Lady Lou? Lady Lou in the building. Like the live. So yeah, you like when you can see my face? Thank you, thank you. When we can see, I appreciate it. Uh, all right. Yeah, I'll be trying. I mean, sometimes I don't feel like showing my face, but this is what people keeps the people coming in. Of course, this is what gotta put my money maker on the screen. Of course. 70. So yeah, how y'all feel? What's your thoughts on the HBCUs getting attacked? I know we talked about it a bit yesterday. Another form of energy harvesting. Uh, that's all I got to say about that. Just another form of energy harvesting. Uh, eh. Do you think more of this will happen? That's another question I'll ask. Do you think more of this will happen, or this is like a one and done thing? more will happen. How do you think people will react to this happening? That's another question. How many? I'm kidding that they not right in the head. Being this, we got more vigilant because if they felt something coming, we need to take heed. We got to be more vigilant. My Somali definitely. Yeah. What does that Wardo have to say?
I didn't see any attacks. I saw the videos, bro. They're just with a table, open mic. I saw them getting attacked.
Attack? Are you sure they got attacked? They didn't let the school know. They didn't let the school know.
I saw them getting attacked.
Attack? I know that you know to speak at a college you have to pay, right?
I saw them getting attacked.
You can't just show up on at a college and hey, we're here. Let's talk about DEI. Like no, that's not how it works.
Why were the students chimping out on them? What was up with that?
Why were the students quote unquote chipping out?
Yeah, they were chimping out. What was up with that?
Did you see what videos did you see?
I saw the ones that you seen where they're getting attacked. They're walking.
You don't know which ones I seen?
They're getting attacked, bro. They're just there at the table, and then all the students are chimping out. What's up with that?
They were just there at the table, just chipping out. So people just react for no reason.
Yeah, bro. They were just having an open discussion.
They were just having an open discussion. So they didn't come on the campus antagonizing people.
Who got attacked, bro?
Antagonizing. I said antagonizing, a different A word. Antagonizing. And yeah, it's something you can't pronounce. Antagonizing.
By speaking.
So why are people just like? Did they pay to host that event at the HBCU? No, they didn't.
Bro, that's the future.
You have to pay. You have to pay to speak at a college. So what was their motive to go to a random HBCU to debate about DEI?
Because they know those people are going to have different opinions than them. That's their purpose, to speak to debates with people with different opinions.
Because people have different opinions, but did they organize a debate? Yes or no? Or did it just pop up on the campus?
I mean, I don't know myself, but I feel like you don't know either. I think you were just saying they showed up, and I don't think you know.
They just showed up. They just showed up and put it. You have to pay.
I do not think
to be at a college. Have you been to a college before? But can you just walk on the campus and set things up? No, you can't.
I know this, but you don't know yourself. You know if what you're saying is true. You're insisting they just showed up at the table. I don't even.
There's people from the school that have said that. Yes, they just showed up.
Yeah, the same students that's freaked out on them. Yeah, of course they're gonna say
you just want to be racist, Eduardo. That's all you want to be.
I want to be racist. Yeah, sure, buddy.
So why are you referring to their actions as chipping out?
That's what they're doing, chimping out, dude.
So why are you referring to black people as acting like primates, Eduardo?
Bro, they were. Did you see the video?
If a YT person if YT people were acting out like that, would you say that they were chimping out?
Wow, I'm trying to think. What would I say? They are mayonnaising out. I don't know, like
you ain't got no insult for YT people, but you'll say chimping out about black people. Nah, you don't got no insult for YT people. Get off your knees and wipe your mouth. You got mayonnaise on the side of your lips. You got mayonnaise on the side of your lip that you forgot to wipe off.
That's right.
So y'all come up here expose who y'all really are. Yeah, people like you, Eduardo.
You think you're a Native American?
I'm a pretender. You're using me being a pretending as an excuse to be racist.
You're a freaking pretender, bro.
Nah, I'm just exposing what you're doing. You're using me. You thinking I'm a pretender? Yeah, you think me being a quote unquote pretending gives you an excuse? Gives you an excuse to be racist? No, that's not what we're doing.
Eduardo is Middle Eastern. He's Middle Eastern pretending to be Mexican.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
See from your profile picture that you're Middle Eastern, right? You think we can't see from your profile picture that you're Middle Eastern? Stop pretending to be Mexican.
To be Native. You think I can't?
Stop pretending to be Mexican. You are Middle Eastern.
Pretending to be Native. You're not.
You are Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
You are Middle Eastern.
You're African.
You are from Iran.
Okay. You are from Africa.
You are from Saudi Arabia.
You're dirty. You're dirty.
You're not American.
You are from Africa. You're not
Another Arabian night. Arabian night.
speaking clicks, right? Don't your people speaking clicks or something?
Wow, Bill.
You
Arabian
talking
night.
about South?
Dude.
South?
Kick this
Yeah,
dude off.
yeah. I know.
Speak to me in English, not a bot.
Goodbye. But yeah, what's up, American?
Sorry, bro. That's un pendejo, man. I'm sorry that we got people in our culture that act like that.
Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, what's up? What's your thoughts? Do you think that those YT people were attacking the HBCU?
Oh, most definitely. They're trying to get a negative reaction, so they got a reason to do.
Right, for sure.
You
Did you see
know,
any of the videos or?
no, I just saw news clips here and there, but
Okay.
it is. We were talking about it on another live, and all this stuff that's going on when they were attacking Hispanics and Latinos, now they're starting to attacking the black folks and the black community. So
Hmm.
they're making the rounds.
For sure.
So and all these people that they're grouping up with them, like this guy Eduardo that was just in there.
Oh, he was in
Man,
there, the other live too.
no, but that guy right there, you can tell that he's one of their allies. He's what we call a malinche, a traitor.
Hmm.
He's,
Right. What's up, Sam?
but yeah,
All right, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I posted the video on Twitter. It ain't getting much traction, but
American, you follow me, so you agree with me or something?
what were you saying? What do you mean? I agree with you.
That Black Americans, there are a lot of Black Americans that are indigenous to America. That's what I be saying on my page.
We've had this discussion, and yes, I do. And every time I brought up, okay, I'm gonna bring it up again, Pangea. So I brought that up our last discussion that was on this with Darvin, and I
Yeah,
got a lot of backlash for that.
I recognize your profile picture, but I couldn't remember any convo we had.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I just go about it in a different angle.
Yeah, I follow you back. Are you Mexican?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Mexican.
I have Mexican cousins because I'm from California, so.
We're everywhere.
alrighty, talking. Why? Somebody call that water Aladdin. Hey yo. I said, why is Aladdin talking? On YouTube. But yeah, what's up, Tahonga? So yeah, I just seen there's a video.
My joke. That's my joke.
I mean, Aladdin. But yeah, there's videos. They actually got the police escorted them off the campus. So it wasn't black people quote unquote chipping out, right?
Wait, what happened? They went up.
I'll show the video.
Some YT people went up there.
Yeah, well, they were trying to debate about DEI. Oh, look, with the background. Nah.
His face in the background.
Yeah, it's already showing, popping out for you. Yeah. Hold on, but I gotta turn reach the stream down, TikTok down. Sorry, YouTube. Gonna be low for a little bit.
How many people watching on YouTube?
It's like 3 maybe. I just restarted it. Hey. Oh, they were actually having the debate.
They're probably saying more outlandish stuff.
Yeah, they didn't attack him or nothing.
They need to get like a trespass, like penalty or something because sending them off.
No, I don't see the quote unquote Yeah, it seems like folks were. Is it a
Yeah.
closed campus? Is it a closed campus or open campus? That's what I'm about to find out. Researching my own time.
I thought
Researching.
all campuses were closed.
Nah, there's open campus colleges. Morgan's
What's the
one.
difference? Like you could just walk in, open. You
Yeah,
could just walk into
anybody
it.
can. Yeah, you can just walk up on it. Anybody. Open campus, you can just walk up. Closed campuses are more so like gated.
Okay. Y'all must be going to some fancy schools or something.
Morgan's one of the biggest HBCUs. Let's see.
Right, I'm coming from California, and I did not know until I moved to New Jersey. I didn't know that people had inside schools. So when there's a fire, you just run out the building and you're home free. I'm like, fire? How y'all got hallways indoors? Y'all can't escape? I was like, that's crazy. I was like, I thought indoor movies were only in schools.
Yeah, Morgan is ranked number 12.
Indoor schools were only in movies.
Oh, yeah, Morgan's ranked number 12 out of all HBCUs.
I heard there's an HBCU in Cali, but I never heard of that. It must be new. I wonder if they just opened in the last few years or something.
We have a lot of HBCUs. We have Norfolk State.
You're in Virginia, aren't you? You better have some HBCUs down there.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Yeah. How many HBCUs? How many HBCUs are there? How many HBCUs are there?
Probably like 3 or 4, but
107. 107. 107.
107. Okay.
And Morgan is ranked like 10, 12.
I'm pretty sure there were a lot others, but they've been changed.
Yeah, they've been disbanded and stuff. It was 121 during the 1930s.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was looking into some of the HBCUs. It looked like some of those HBCUs used to be Indian schools or something like that.
They are. They used to be Indian schools. They were. Because they were Bible schools at first. Yeah, those were. They would teach people the Bible and stuff. Morgan was one of them.
Y'all like grow up going to vacation Bible study? I had to do that.
Yep, I had to do that too.
It was kind of fun though, but
I was bad as I don't know what.
It was kind of fun. I just wish it wasn't Bible centered.
Sure. Well, you was about to say something, American?
How do you feel about the Christian religion? Like, how does that apply to Black indigenous culture?
Yes.
I mean, it's inside. I don't practice Christianity, but it's a staple in our culture.
I think it's brainwashes our people. I feel like a lot of people who believe they're indigenous, Black Americans, a lot of them are not Christian no more, or they used to be Christian. They're not Christian. So I feel like getting away from religion in general is probably the first step. And you could probably take elements from Christianity if you like certain elements in it, but I don't think you should be fully following the religion or the book. If that makes sense, because I seen somebody. I was on a Rapture TikTok. People were selling their car because of the Rapture. People believe it. People don't even read their Bible. The Rapture's not even in the Bible.
So if anyone is selling a Rolls Royce or something for like $50, I'll take it often. Rapture's happening. So.
And my grandma, she believes in the Rapture. And I'm like, Grandma, how do you believe in that? That's not in the Bible. That is not even in the Bible. And the Bible also says to serve God, you must hate your father and your mother. Like, what is going on here?
You say that God is here to cause war between father and mother, father and son, daughter and mother. That's what God's mission is.
What's up, American?
They don't like abortion, but God ordered an abortion on a cheat. And they said
you say that on here?
Oh, I think so.
Can you say
I used to watch them. I used to watch them debates.
All right.
Them pro-life debates.
All righty then.
How about abortion?
Abortion. Yep, abortion.
Does that answer your question, American? I don't know how Darwin feels.
Yeah.
He probably feels the same way or something. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I feel the same. Y'all know how I be. when it comes to like, I really don't care what people believe in. I got to that point in my spiritual journey, but because I see that the energies and all of it, like I think we would be better off if we didn't practice it. But at the same time, it's a staple in our community. It's got our people through a lot. So, yeah.
But I just be asking our people like, where was Jesus during slavery? That's what I.
Yeah, I only bring up them points if they try to. If people are mocking spirituality and they're like Christian, then I'll go into that argument.
Tarot cards are demonic.
Yeah, if they say stuff like that, then I'll say something. But all willy nilly, I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, all right, cool, you're Christian, whatever.
But I just
Muslim,
get a little
whatever.
annoyed. I just get a little annoyed when they talk about it out of nowhere, and people say that's not forcing. People say that's not forcing your religion on someone, but I think it is, because imagine if there's these people called satanists. They're just atheists. They don't follow Satan. They're atheists, but they call themselves satanists because they follow like a doctrine. And imagine if they started going around talking about how great Satan is and that they're proud to be Satanists. The Christians they would feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So we be talking about milk and juice, and then all of a sudden one of them be like, Jesus is great, make sure you follow him. Like, what, sir? Goodbye.
Yeah, I do not like when they stop me in public. I don't care yet.
I started telling them Poseidon is great, follow Poseidon. He loves you.
What? She's a pagan. Take her to the stake.
I'm like, the way we practice Christianity here in the USA, that would low key be considered pagan to the people who created Christianity.
Because it mostly resembles they say it mostly resembles American Indians, because I researched the Powhatan religion. Like the way they praised and worshiped like the Great Spirit is the same way how we worship to catch the Holy Ghost and stuff like that. People stomping around, dancing, doing all types of stuff. It's the same way. And then someone else say it's similar to the ancient Egyptian religions, the way we worship Christianity. Like
they're against witchcraft. This is all witchcraft. Talking about you drinking the blood of Jesus and all this other stuff. I'm like, that's witchcraft. It's not actual blood. I'm like, that still represents it though. That manifestation intent, that's important in witchcraft.
For sure.
Or spirituality, whichever one you want to call it.
What's up, Joshua?
Hey, David.
What's going on?
My man. Hey, man, I'm psyched. Whenever I see you, I gotta check you out, man. I just, I don't always get to stay very long, but I so enjoy what you're doing, and it's so important.
For sure. But yeah, man, we gotta. The folks are trying to energy harvest right now. They're trying to do little stunts to get us out of our body and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we're going to show up to an HBCU. And blah blah blah.
Well, it's interesting about that because the HBCUs really just kind of are training grounds for our bourgeoisness. Our desire to become honest, our desire to become part of this 3D world that doesn't take our ancestry into account. And so I think a lot of times when HBCUs are training grounds for people who want to forget or not know who they are and who want to buy into this whole, Pan-African bullshit, for lack of a better word.
Yes. Yeah, you can't cuss up here. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. But the HBCU, my brother went to an HBCU, and they're interesting places. The thing is, I want to ask you, how do you maneuver through a field where you know so much more about your reclassification than most people? You know your tribe. How do you go back to quote unquote being black or being African American with people who refuse to do what you did? What do you do?
It's nothing personal. Honestly, I don't take it personal if folks ain't doing what I know, and that's the first thing. I don't take nothing personal really. It's just going back to being like just meeting people where they're at. You gotta meet people where they're at. Like, oh yeah, I'm black. I'm an Indian, but I'm also black. Like, I practice black culture, this, and that. We created a culture out of it. You know, we've been this for a long time. Our folks have been fine calling themselves this for a while. So it's quite simple. Just meet people where they're at. Like, yeah, because people want to ask, are you black still? Like, they're like, yeah, I'm American Indian, but they're gonna be like, oh, are you black though? Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, just to keep that common ground. Meet people where they're at, because they're still our people. They just haven't done the research we have. And on top of that, they'll come around if they want to come around. No, we need to
Yeah,
wait. Yeah, go ahead.
I I agree with you 100%. But at the same time, you know, what if where people are at is actually taking you and your people to a place where we don't need to be anymore? You know, for the sake of this, of cosplaying a version of blackness that was put upon us, like the Cardi B version of blackness. You know,
Hmm.
all these, these new versions of what how we define ourselves that are not historically accurate. You know, that make a mockery of who we are, but it hangs on to this idea, of this coonery, that,
What's up,
what I mean?
Nationalist?
How do you deal
I
with that?
mean, you can't force nobody to do nothing. You can't lead a force the war and make them drink it. You can't force
Yeah, but
nothing now. That's what turns
but
people
they
off. I get people want to, oh, we need to wake up now, this, and that. But I'm not about to talk to nobody that's not listening to me. So,
yeah, but the thing is, I agree with you. I agree with you, and I've made unfortunate relationships with people who are not ready to hear what I had to say. It's still something I'm trying to figure out. But like I remember, we get tricked into it because I remember I was so excited when Black Panther came out, and
Hmm.
they didn't force me to go.
right.
They didn't force, you know what I mean? They were real slick. And so what I'm saying is that we got to be just as slick in terms
Yeah.
of coming up with content and who are our target audiences, because one thing that the only thing that I think that it's difficult for you and difficult for me to witness is I feel like you put a whole lot of energy on people who are going to do what they're told. These Africans and these Russians pretending to be natives, and Asians pretending they're when the status quo tells them to change, they're gonna change. And the
Right. You're
status
right.
quo comes from our people. The status quo comes from the bourgeois Democrats who decide to sell out to become HBCU graduates and governors and all this African this and African that, just
Right.
because, you know what I mean? And so those are who we have to go after. I think, I know I've been pressing you on this for a
Yeah,
while,
for
but
sure.
it's like, but we get them, and I
You
think
gotta go.
it's a simple thing. Like if you hold up, and it just said, like I mentioned before in the comments,
Hmm.
imagine if you had Candace Owens, her genealogy, just like she did to the
Candace
vice
Owens
president.
has. Yeah, Candace Owens has said she's Caribbean and she has a Cherokee grandmother or something from North Carolina. Candace Owens has talked about her genealogy.
She has?
Yeah, she mentioned, yeah, she said she was Caribbean, and then she said she has a Cherokee grandma from North Carolina.
Oh, that's good. But I mean, what about? I mean, that's great. But what about the ones? Have you noticed in the media lately how many of our stars are like wearing these things saying that they're from other African countries? It's ridiculous. Like Ludacris is really stomping for, I think, Benin. They're like a. What if we
Yeah,
did?
that's the next
These
wave.
people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
It's the
got a
next wave.
plethora of celebrity. Yeah, we got a plethora of celebrities that talk about this. We have like Kyrie Irving, what you had, Busy Bone, Chris Brown, Duke Deuce, who else?
Ice Cube.
Isaiah Thomas, Ice Cube. Yeah, we have a plethora. Like as many as people that's pushing Africa, we got as many people saying that they're Indian.
You think?
Yeah, like I've seen more celebrities talk about being Indian than them pushing these recent waves to Ghana and freaking Benin now. Yeah, I've
I mean,
seen more. Go ahead.
I agree with you about Kyrie, who's awesome. But I wonder, because I think the same pattern though that you've mentioned is all of them kind of say, oh, I got a little bit of this, oh, I got a little bit of that. Instead of who was the first one to say? Because I've seen the Chris Brown interview.
Yeah, Chris Brown said he's from Monkey. Yeah,
right.
He's a Lakota. Like he's enrolled in the tribe. He's Lakota. Ice Cube said we're from America. Pam Grier. Yeah, Pam Grier, Shaka Khan. Who else? Little Richard. Little Richard's like, we the only Indians in here.
Wow.
Flavor Flav, SZA, he said LA Cool J, Shinnecock too. You had RZA and SZA, the Wu-Tang Clan. They're all related. Like old ODB, Old Dirty Bastard, RZA, SZA from Wu-Tang, LL Cool J, and Flavor Flav, all related.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Say something.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Lisa.
Just listen to like what y'all talking about so far. The thing is, the ones that's claiming to be of African descent, they may very well be there. Like a lot of these celebrities that do be in the mainstream, especially like the ones on the reality shows, they do be having those ties, to those continents or whatever. But some of them be under the same guys that we went under, like thinking I have some type of African lineage. And they try to connect to it, like Portia Williams. She from Atlanta, and she claimed to be Nigerian, West African, but she not. But, a lot of them do be saying it though, but I think it's a agenda as well to try to.
Yeah, it is, right? I agree.
Try to disconnect us from our heritage, but that's them. Like if they want to claim to be that, that's them. We still standing on our square.
Yeah,
so what
that's
does
all we gotta do.
Where do reparations fit in, and what does that look like to you guys?
And reparations is a repair. So reparations can come in the form of restitution, money, land. They come in the form of a lot of things. I know most people, when they talk about reparation, they want cash. But, reparations can come in many different ways. With however people want it, because technically we'd be owed all of it. Money, land, restitution.
People going home to where they belong. Those type of things.
Exactly.
Yeah. Having our own institutions, all types of stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I think there's this great. It's funny. I studied Hindu religion for a long time, and it brought me here, which is great. But there's this great tale about a tiger seeing a lamb in the jungle, right? And seeing a group of lambs in the jungle, and he sees his baby tiger blipping around like a lamb. And he says, what the fuck? He goes over there, and the mother lamb says, leave him alone. Oh, sorry. He said, leave him alone. He's doing fine. He's like, yeah, but he's not a lamb. He's a tiger like me. Yeah, well, his parents abandoned him, and he loves his brothers and sisters. Let him be. And so the tiger lets him go. He sees him bleeping around like a lamb and all that. He comes back 6 months later, and he sees this tiger still bleeping around, but still having a hard time eating the grass. He said, hey, man, you're a tiger. The mother comes again and says, hey, leave him alone. But she's not as pressured because she sees the tiger struggling. So finally, the big tiger comes back again. He says, hey, you remember me? He says, yes. And the mom says, hey, he's telling you the truth. You're a tiger. You're not a lamb. I did the best I can. You need to go out there and hunt. And the reason why I mentioned this story, because that's what happened to us. That's what happened to Negroes in Baltimore. We've been taught to believe this Pan-African lie that has just totally fucked us up in every way.
Messes up, yep.
And it's like calling all cars moment, and they know, and they got the death nail on us. But on the other, got people like y'all, like me, who are like, because it's a whole. And so reparations, in my view, would be re-education of the reclassification of free genealogy, free to get who you are. You're authentically you. And once we all start waking up, it's a fucking wrap. I mean, that's why they know it's a wrap. You can bring over as many fake Indians, as many fake black folk as they want. It ain't gonna be nothing for God's chosen people. We just got to keep on putting it out there and challenging those like the mayor and the governor of Baltimore. We got a black mayor and a black governor, and they're ready to bring in every immigrant on this land instead of teaching the boys from Baltimore who they really are, and that is demonic in my view, and that needs to be
We need to
challenged.
put more of our
And,
people in those positions. Like
that too.
Well,
I feel like we should get into that. Like, well, people probably not think that, but I feel like we should get into that because, again, if we want to make change, we got to put our people in these positions. We have to
I
have
agree.
representatives for us.
Darvin needs to run. Dear Darvin, you need to get into Baltimore politics, man. You be kicking everybody's ass, man. I loved how you're handling that East Indian kid earlier today. You know, you got. I think politics is calling you, man. You know, because you got a great look, and you're authentic, and it's exactly what Baltimore needs. And Baltimore's going in your direction anyway, as you can see it,
It's
right?
a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of us waking up to it in Baltimore. I've seen it
Exponentially, because I mean, I seriously wonder whether or not this guy West is going to get a second recollection based on our waking up, because I think the American Negroes in Maryland are tired of this shit too, and looking at this pretty boy who wants to bring in all these other folks and talk about reparations void. I mean, what kind of stuff is that? You know?
Yeah, we
You know
got
what I mean?
for sure.
Be careful with the cussing.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, you're right. I'm
we
sorry,
got-
guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got new people up here too. Yeah, we got new people up here as well.
Yeah.
what's
I'll be
up?
quiet. Thank you, Darvin. Thank you.
Yeah, anybody that's new on the panel, introduce yourself and where you from, what's your ethnicity.
I'm 27, black, and I'm from Texas.
27, black and from Texas. It's 2 mics off. I don't know who said anything.
That's
Who said-
fine.
Fine. 27, black from Texas. All right. So what's your thoughts on the YT people visiting the HBCUs?
It's the same thing. It's not just HBCUs that they go to. They go to all colleges. It's just a normal thing. They weren't
Did you see what
harassing
happened?
anyone. They were just
Uh-huh.
yeah. It's just a whole bunch of black people complaining because a Trump supporter was there.
Were they just complaining?
Yeah.
They didn't do anything to them. They had a civil debate. Somebody called the security, campus security, and they got escorted off. I just saw it. I just showed it.
Yeah.
There were people
It's because-
debating with them, but security kicked them out.
I know. It's
Yeah, nobody's complaining
because a whole bunch of black
One
people
second.
complained
One second.
about it.
Oh no, there were people engaging with it, and they didn't come on. They didn't pay to be there. They didn't pay to be there. You gotta pay to speak on the campus.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. If you want to set up a stand
I go around to different colleges doing it, and I've never once had to pay.
at a stand, you had a stand at a stand.
Yes.
Have you been to an HBCU and did it?
Yes, I have.
What HBCU?
I'm a black conservative. Of course.
Okay, what HBCU have you been? And they allow that. Morgan, you can't do that. You can't do that at Morgan. You got to pay up. So which HBCU allowed you to do that? Can you name one?
3.
I just asked for one. Butler. All right. All right.
And I've been all over the United States as a black conservative talking about right-wing views.
Okay.
And trying to educate young black people to stop pointing fingers toward the white person
YT.
or like they're holding you back.
Here. YT.
The YT person. That's a derogatory term. You
YT.
understand that,
I don't
right?
care what it is. It's TikTok's rules. I don't care. It's TikTok's rules. You can't say WHIT up here, TE up here. I said say YT because people have gotten bananaed for saying WHITE. So you're not going to get my live bananaed just because you want to say some stuff on TikTok, sir.
Thank you.
Just because, yeah. So you're going to adhere to the rules or you're going to bounce. Like them YT people got kicked off that campus. So yeah.
Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of fucking niggers, and that's all the fuck they were.
I knew
it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I knew that guy.
Oh, that's a YT man crying about being called YT. Get your panties off, dude. You don't hear no black person. You don't hear no black person complaining about being called BLK. Like, come on,
That was
dude.
crazy.
So fragile. The YT man is so fragile in today's day.
Deceitful, so deceitful. Man,
I knew he wasn't black. I knew he wasn't black. I already knew it. I
Me
just wait.
too.
I just waiting for it to come
Wow.
out. Uh huh.
Wow. That was crazy.
You say, yeah,
That
I've
was
been to a
crazy.
bunch of HBC. Like he couldn't even name an HBCU. He had to look
Right.
up. He had to look Butler up. He did not know about Butler to the day.
Wow. So what are your thoughts on that? On what happened on this HBCU thing with these guys, with these Trump people coming? What do you think about that?
I mean, if they want to debate it, if they want to have a proper debate, then they should set it up. I'm not against them debating it on like, but they got to set it up. You can't just. Some colleges they don't play that. I don't know if it's a closed college or an open college. You know?
But do you think these YT folk are looking for a race war? Do you think that, or do you think
Yeah,
that's
they
more
are. Of course
bullshit?
they are. Yeah, yeah. They're trying to entice people into a race war. That's what they want. But yeah, just energy harvest. I just like folks can just ignore that. But if they're genuine about it, they can set up. They can talk to the HBCUs and set up debates. I'm sure HBCUs don't mind having these debates.
I think they do because, I got a different take. I feel like this red blue conservative Democrat thing is a
Hmm.
cosplay on top of the result of reclassification. You know what I mean? I really think the biggest killer of
Unaliver.
of the biggest unaliver of liberal talking points is the reclassification of the American Negro from the indigenous Indian. American Negro from the indigenous Indian, because then you can't do this racism thing anymore.
Right.
Because
You're
then it's
right.
about, hey, it's not about race, man. You're from somewhere else, and I'm from here. So let's keep
Hmm.
it 100 about who we really are, because we keep it. Then this whole liberal Democrat thing goes in the trash can, because
Yeah.
ultimately these liberals are trying to be slick about who they want to support, and they just do not want to support the truth and us. And then you got to worry about the liberal Negro who's invested in the name of freedom, in the name freedom for whom? That's my problem. I grew up this liberal Baltimorean Negro, and I realize it's all bullshit because all BS, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it only
Stop.
elevates everyone but us.
But do you
Everyone
think
but
the
us.
conservative movement? You think the conservative movement supports you?
No, I think they're both, full of it, and that's what I'm saying. I think the only way out of it is to put this circle where it is. It's a circle full of crapola, and outside of the circle are those who know the truth. And as long as you go in that
So
blue
then,
and
who do
red
you vote
circle,
for when you have to vote?
I don't.
When you, but that's the thing. We have to, because if not, one or the other are gonna harm one or the other, and
Yeah, but
we gotta be informed in whatever decisions we make. Like for
yeah,
example, Proposition 50. That's gonna help Black and Latinos. No matter what you claim to be, it's gonna help Black and Latinos have more of a voice in the state of California, and instead of like the opposition, like here in Texas. Texas, they're trying to shut it all down. They just want YT voices to represent the state of Texas,
uh,
as you saw the other guy talking.
I don't know. I don't know if that's. I don't know if what you're saying is accurate, because I think if you look
What's up,
at
Matrix? Huh?
at least if you look at where I'm from, Baltimore City, we Baltimore City has thrived under this liberal leadership. And it's hasn't done anything for the American Negro, nothing. And so I
Well,
think, if you compare that to the worst of the worst red state, I don't necessarily think Baltimore or any other liberal city is doing anything better for American Negro than conservative. And I think that they
Yeah, I
both
was
need
about
to
to
be
say
rejected.
Maryland. I was it depends on where you're at, because Maryland Democrats, yeah, liberals and conservatives are one and the same in Maryland. Like it's all
Exactly.
because they're rich. They're both rich, so they could care
Exactly.
less. The
Exactly.
Democrat, yeah, Maryland's one of the richest states in the country, and yeah, Maryland has the richest black people in the country. If everybody get money, they don't care.
That's
Push
exactly
whatever
right.
policy you want. And
That's
then
exactly
when
right.
we did have a Republican governor, the other Republicans were calling him a rhino, a Republican in name only. They didn't even consider him a real Republican.
That's
So
right.
one and the
That's right.
same.
I agree with you, and they're both willing to write off the American Negro. If you
Yep.
ain't willing to play that game, that red game with the blue game, just like the gentleman just said, then you can go to jail. You know, and we ain't gonna we'll walk you to the jail. And that's what they've been doing, and they're going to continue to do that unless you call them out. Because what is the end game for that? The end game is to bring in someone who maybe looks like us or doesn't look like us to take our position, to take our land, to take whatever it is that we identify as American. They are taking it and they're giving it away. The American liberal Negro, in my view, is worse than the American conservative Negro. I mean, I would like to hear anybody debate to say that's not true. I don't see how Brandon Scott is a benefit, a plus for the American Negro in Baltimore.
Yeah, like the black folks in Texas, I feel like they're being pushed out of the cities, so they don't have a voice. They're being gerrymandered.
Yeah, exactly.
They're being pushed out.
Both have done that. I mean, you should look. I'm in LA right now, and LA, you don't see any American Negroes around here anywhere. You know, you got a whole bunch of wannabes, and you got a whole bunch of quote unquote brown people who have taken everything from us and haven't given anything back. Do you know, like, there's I forgot what the rap station is in Baltimore. I think it's 92Q, right?
Yeah, 92Q, yeah.
Out here, the rap station, you wouldn't believe it. It's nothing but Latinos who work at the rap station. Nothing but Mexican, brown people, quote unquote, playing our music, because there's no big Mexican hip hop stars. They got all our jobs. They're playing all of our music and they're picking the worst music to make us look and sound the worst. But they're getting paid for it. And where are the American Negroes in Los Angeles? We've been pushed out. And I mean, you know, you mentioned Ice Cube, but Ice Cube was all right with that stuff with the NWA. You know, all right with that stuff. Ice Cube played the game, and that's where I think we are headed.
That's why I know. That's why. Go ahead. You can
I think what is happening because of Kamala, what is happening is that the House Negro is being replaced by immigrant cash. And you got Mamdani, you got and the House Negro is going to be forced into the field with us. And now he's going to cosplay being American Indian real quick. You watch. When all these liberal American Negroes lose their reelection, because that's what's going to happen, because all these immigrants are going to pick their own. They have no reason to pick Hakeem Jeffries. They got no reason to reelect Wes Moore. They've proven that they're not racist anymore. Now they want to prove what's best for them, and what's best for them is to put one of their own in there. Watch. All these American Democratic liberals are on their ass right now, as they should be, because they sold us out.
You don't think we should?
Excuse me. Sorry. Damn.
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead, American. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Or you don't think we should unite as minorities in this country to fight what's going on right now?
No, that's the liberal talking point. That's what got us in this position. It's not about minority. It's not about black and brown. It's about lineage. It's about reclassification.
It's about wealth and being. I think it's about wealth. I think
two things can be true at the same time.
Exactly right. How do you think these people got rich? They got rich by putting us all in this group. Hey, you're all the others. You're the black and brown, blah blah blah, and you can pay $5 for this and $5 for that. And that doesn't work no more. You know, because all these others, when given their own, as they should. I mean, what the Ethiopian woman, she's going to bring in her Ethiopian people, but you can't say you're black. You can't say you're American Negro. That's fine if you want to come over here and use us, but at least admit it. And the thing is that I think the American Negro liberal has to admit that we've been conned and we've been used, but nobody wants to do it because everybody wants to get that little place. Hey, I want the pat on the head. I'll be the extra. I'll be the special Negro in the group of all others. That's what we're aiming for now. Instead of saying, wait a second, y'all are on our land. This is our history. This is what happened. And hey, you know, we ain't terrible people, but y'all ain't gonna step over us until we're all been fed. And the problem is, none of us are getting fed, and we're all being villainized by all these quote unquote minorities, and that ain't right.
So, what do you think Trump is doing right now? Do you think he's for? You think he's what's the word? That you're benefiting for Trump being in office right now?
I think, the fact that he is questioning the Smithsonian, which I think he should, because the Smithsonian could end this real quick. The Smithsonian's got enough artifacts to prove that we're indigenous without a reasonable result for anybody. And instead of American Negroes welcoming that, they're saying that he's trying to steal our history. No, he's not. He's not trying to. He's trying to expand who we are. I think many of us are tired of every month pulling out the Frederick Douglass and the Harry Tubman stickers and then putting them back in. Frederick Douglass was a Prince Hall Mason, and some people are saying that Harry Tubman didn't necessarily exist. We have a whole vast amount of history as who we were, who our ancestors called ourselves. That's what we should be learning about, not about all this sexualized, racialized,
sexual.
Yeah. It's all a distraction. And so,
Well,
I
for
do.
me,
Yeah, go on.
I
Sorry.
was gonna say, well, for me, I'm not gonna say that Trump is doing stuff to help us, but I feel like Trump is doing something to benefit him and his
Of course.
people. But in the same
Yeah,
sense, it's actually dismantling the lies that's been told to our people in a
I
way.
agree.
So I'm not gonna say Trump out here trying to help us a little, but if we want things to happen, we got to do it for ourselves because we can't keep depending on everybody to speak for us. We got to speak for ourselves.
Well,
So
what black leaders are you going to put in there to help you to benefit others? I mean,
that's
first
why
you
I
wanted
said
to
we have to
benefit
elect
you.
people. That's why I said we have to put people in positions that did their genealogy, that know their lineage, that know the history. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
If y'all want to fund a campaign for me, then that's fine. Y'all can fund a campaign for me. Because I'm not. Y'all can donate.
Yeah, and
You do
that's
very
another
well, and
thing.
you brought her in. I mean, I think
And
she's exactly
and
right. You're exactly right, Miss. Exactly right.
and
All
another
right, Gerbil.
thing
Yeah,
is
Gerbil, you can cut it. Go ahead,
we
Gerbil.
gotta have multiple leaders so that they don't
Yep.
have a target. That's
Yep.
what's wrong. We have one
Hey,
leader, they take that leader out, then they
yeah.
dismantle us. We
We
gotta
need
have
multiple leaders in
multiple
every
sides,
state, every
multiple
city,
leaders.
every county. Yep. Multiple
So
leaders in
Exactly
it
every
right.
state, every
benefits for
city, every
all of
county.
us to stand up, right? Not just having just one leader. Because that person, if it can become corrupt, we need multiple people on standby.
For
So
sure.
it benefits us all to just know what we're talking about and
Yeah,
stand up.
people gotta lead. Yeah, people gotta lead their families, like somebody in the comments just said. Yeah, folks gotta lead their families too.
What's up?
Folks
What's
gotta
up, people?
start. What's up? How are you from? What's your ethnicity?
Where I'm from?
Yeah, what's your ethnicity?
Uh, I'm an indigenous original being.
Uh huh.
I'm from Jersey originally though.
All right. What's your thoughts on
Like me.
HB? Yeah, you feel like conservatives are attacking HBCUs?
I feel like everything that HBU is everything HBU represents is being attacked globally.
Okay. Wait, did you see the incident where some conservatives went on a HBCU? They got kicked off.
Nah, I ain't see that.
I
Okay,
haven't
so
seen it either. So I'm trying to see what
I can
y'all
show
talking
y'all
about.
again. I'll show you again.
I came on here because I heard we need to do
You can
things
get back to
together.
that.
And
Yeah,
yeah, so that's all I'm about.
for
I'm
sure.
about the action though.
All right. Yeah, I'll
I
show
would
y'all
love
the
to see
video.
one of these red hats come on here. I guess we just saw one. He couldn't hang. I mean, because I would love to see a live debate between the red hats and the blue hats, and then Darvin in the middle saying both of y'all are full of it. Here's the truth.
All right, for
You
sure.
know.
I'm
I'm
about
gonna
to pull the
read
video.
that.
I'm about to pull this video up. 1 second, 1 second. Dang, I post a lot of videos on Twitter. But yeah, I was gonna say if y'all happen so happen to be in LA the 10th to the 13th, I'll be there speaking at a college. So
Ooh, I'll be there.
for
That's what's
sure.
up.
What?
You a speaker?
Y'all are doing big things.
Yeah,
Period.
so yeah, with people
Way to
that's
go,
organizing
Darvin.
it. Yeah, I'll show y'all.
That's one of your superpowers is speaking.
Yep, speaking,
What?
seeing, and communicating. But yeah, this is the
In,
incident. Hold on
in
1 second,
LA?
Joshua. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah,
yep.
sure.
There we go.
I mean, you know, I
Yeah, they got just them getting escorted. It must be a closed campus. He's saying all that. Bye.
see. I don't know. I mean, I just see red and blue there. I think I see red and blue there. I don't see a voice. And that's the thing. Both red and blue are full of it. And what we're finding is they want capitulation. They don't want facts. They don't want the truth. Because if the blue was as righteous as they say they are, they'd be talking about who built the Ivy Leagues. They'd be talking about who the real indigenous are, not trying to put them onto somebody that ain't. If they're
Joshua.
really, yeah.
You want to know what I think? I think this
What do you
ain't got
think?
nothing to do with politics, though.
What do you
I think
mean?
the
It's all politics.
politics is, well, I'm saying like as far as red, blue, I think it's deeper than that. I think the
agree.
politics is just an excuse, in many ways.
You're right. You're right.
To cause other things to, bring light to other things. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think?
I mean, I think in many ways, like, they could have did something like that just to get publicity. You know what I'm saying? For
Exactly.
Also,
Well, they weren't looking to succeed at that. They were looking for exactly. You're exactly right. They weren't looking to set up that table.
It also could have just been an act of hatred, and just in a way that they're not coming out flatly and saying I hate this or I hate that, but that action is it serves a purpose in that way, possibly.
I agree. I mean, they're flipping out, man. Just like Darvin said, if they wanted to, they would have made an appointment. Just like Darvin's got an appointment, which I'm going to be there. I'm excited. If they wanted to make an appointment there and give their thing, they would have, and that would have been a whole different thing,
And
But them showing up like that is a whole. Just like you said, they're trying to send a message.
Yeah. One more thing. Last one thing. I feel as though, I know that it's possible that on an energy level they could just be trying to throw off the energy, you know what I'm saying, into a hate cycle, a low vibrational cycle, you know what I'm saying, to putting our attention and into this when it's really nothing.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. It's all a spiritual thing as well.
That's all is. That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, we talked about yesterday as well. But yeah, the building.
After that man got after that situation.
Yeah, they made it. It's gonna be more quote unquote things like this happening for sure.
That's definitely an energy harvesting then.
That's why I encourage our people. Let's go to these colleges and speak at them. Go to these colleges and speak at them. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna bring back the public interviews before it get cold for real. So. And then even when it do get cold, I'm gonna try to do more public interviews for y'all, and then actually having a conversation with people. So I'm glad the students reacted how they did. Yeah, I'm not against it.
I'm not against it either, but I mean, wouldn't you say though? I want to ask you, the panel, everybody on this, what you think? I feel like just like the red has all these, these people ready to do what they did. The blue have all of us ready to cry and say and yell racism, on cue. To be these. They want us to be these. Oh my gosh, please help us! Oh my, the racism is coming. Oh my, we're the poor Negro. We need the help of the white man. No. That's it's and I feel like the American Negroes in the Democratic Party encourage us to be these race baiting babies instead of understanding who we really are, because these liberal Negroes who are rich got rich pretending that we were these poor African slaves that needed all these government programs and all that. Whereas if the liberals were true,
and they, back.
and they told us who we are, we wouldn't need all this stuff. And so I feel like the Blues are just as culpable as the Reds in the destruction of our people. And I want to see what everybody else thinks about that.
That is true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna step down. I just wanted to, bring awareness to, also to what I'm doing as far as making a difference and how we can work together.
Go ahead.
Potentially.
Yeah, what you got? Yeah, go ahead.
I did follow you. So I'm building a community which is called the Network Organizing Station, NOS, and we centered around capital pulling and bringing some of the capital back, so that we can use it to build up our own communities, create our own jobs, ownership, education, and so forth. We'll serve as a main hub for us to pull back some of our wealth and control it. So now we turn paper into power. And I'm just using, it's just a way for us to do it instead of me just coming to each one of y'all saying, well, we got to do this. We need to do this. Are you willing to do this? You know what I'm saying? So instead of that, I just created a platform where we all can do it together, basically.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm making the app. I actually am loading it up right now.
Oh, you making an app?
Yeah, social media app.
Man, I need a social media. When I launch the company, I'm gonna be hiring for that.
Developer. All right.
For sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's real. I ain't, what I'm saying? It's coming straight from source, bro. This is part of the change, part of.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Part of what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we
I don't know if
also
y'all can see
need.
the screen right now, but yeah, it's not showing. But yeah,
I got a lot
What are you
of
gonna show?
information, but
Yeah, you can see screenshots of it on my page though. I got a UI for it. I'm trying to figure out where did I even leave off last? Where did I leave? Where did we? Yeah, y'all can go ahead. I'm just jabbing off last. Yeah, I'm in the testing process for the UI, getting it to run basically.
Okay. Because I was going to use the platform that I'm gonna have the community on to. They offer an app, that I can build an app basically. So I was just going to do that, but
You can use Rourke,
or we can work on other apps for other LLCs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, folks. Yeah, because I was going to do that anyway. Silence coding. I designed something for somebody.
Oh yeah, you do.
Do you have an API for it? Halfway.
I heard
halfway software. Yeah, halfway.
Okay. What about IT or like cybersecurity?
I did IT in high school. I'm a math teacher. That's my day job. But I did IT in high school. I did a little bit in college. Like, if I could brush up on it, I knew a lot when it came to like routing and hardware. Software kind of different. Yeah, software guy. I did more hardware and networking. You have an API for it? Not yet. I will have an API for it. I'm making like 4 different versions. I have a web version done. You can beta test the web version. I have a web version done. I'm working on the iOS version. Then I'll have the Android version. I'm gonna have a open source version of it.
That's awesome, brother, man. Appreciate the work.
Wow.
Definitely, I need you to.
Way to go, David.
What about the sisters on here, though? Y'all doing anything as far as ownership?
Yeah, right?
Naturally, the Jared, what y'all do? He asking what y'all do.
Oh, I make content up here, and outside I teach kids, and I be sneak teaching them about Indian history.
Okay, because I know y'all don't understand the overall picture of Nas, but Nas is all about, we will make up and create, and give those opportunities to where we own the opportunities. We own, everything when it comes to it. So that, when it comes to the system or the GOV, we don't really need that. Man, they need us. You know what I'm saying? But we have an establishment.
Yeah.
We have a powerhouse. We're partnered with other nonprofits, other Black ownership programs, and you know what I'm saying? We need that power. You know what I'm saying? So, you said you do content. I am looking for a marketing coordinator, basically. I'll definitely follow you, and when the program launch, we can talk and see.
I can help with marketing too.
As far as percentages. Yeah, I need a whole team, bro. Like I can't go into my notes right now, but
you got Discord?
Yeah, I got Discord.
What's your name on there? I'll send you to my server. I can help you out.
I can send that to you.
Yeah,
like
send it to me.
Your back page here.
Yeah, I'll send you my server. I got stuff.
Yeah, I ran a whole community for a while, for a couple months during the wave of indigenous and us knowing, that we wasn't slaves and our land patents genealogy. So I was part of that wave. It went viral, and I built the community on Discord. But I didn't have the capital. I didn't have the plan I have now. So.
Oh yeah, because I have a 501c, so basic organization about building and stuff like that.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
I don't want to hold the whole panel up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you good.
Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really want to. When you check out the content, you'll see.
Yeah,
what's really happening. We really gonna do this, but we need each other. You feel me? It's the only way.
Yeah, GoFundMe. Yeah, support the GoFundMe in his bio. Donate to his GoFundMe, and then, I got to GoFundMe too. If people want to support that financially.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll check you out.
I'm doing so far is besides like what we're doing on the app, like just bringing awareness to basically through your genealogy and trace back your lineage. I'm basically like Jerva said, making content, spreading the word, starting at home really with my own family, and basically trying to get everybody on board of just basically knowing who they is. And really, I'm just building connections right now, just finding like-minded people that really want to push the culture forward and actually got like resources to bring our vision, to like reality basically. So that's really what I'm doing.
Wow, that's what's up, because I'm doing the same thing right now, putting the awareness out there. So I'm looking to partner and work with y'all, bro. Sis, we can work with each other, and we'll do this. You know what I'm saying? The system I have is so brilliant. I'll talk to each one of y'all. Maybe if you're really serious, you hit me up. We could talk and really show you the system that I have that'll provide the funding we need for all of us.
For sure.
All of us to participate. You know what I'm saying?
King?
Only way.
For sure.
Yep. And it's all love, I swear, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Man. Like this ain't no like, oh, I got a class, join this free class.
Nah.
Pay for the nah. None of that.
I can sense when people are being genuine or not. So it's not hard for me to tell. But yeah, you've been genuine. I'll check you out for sure. I'm all for building with other folks. Yeah, most definitely.
How I'm gonna handle 2 million, 1 million, 500,000 myself. I don't want to handle that money myself.
Yeah, we should be
we
on.
need a team, you know what I'm saying? Like trustworthy team,
Yeah.
I need these founders. So I'm
also helping somebody else too. For sure. I can send you a couple of Discords. Yeah, mine and somebody else's that is on a similar wave. So
all right. Sound good, brother.
So
all right, my people.
Right. Take it easy.
Peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, I gotta get back to talking to people on Discord. Golly, why don't these people? All right, update. I gotta update some things.
Hey, what?
Neck drop. I didn't like. I just seen what you showed, but I thought it was basically behind boy Charlie Kirk or whatever. Them want to attack everybody because they thought they thought one of us did that to him. But I think that's like somebody said earlier, just to try to incite like a racial war or whatever between us. So I really think it's like an agenda basically. But again, this is nothing new. Did you hear about how Trump trying to make a national holiday for this dude?
Yeah, they just doing whatever, man. That's why I don't pay attention to a lot of things.
Exactly. I'm curious what y'all think about. There are a number of us who support this guy, and I don't know enough about him, and I didn't really want to know. But what do you think about all the American Negroes who are Charlie Kirk fans? Are they all sellout coons?
You can't say the C word, but yeah. I mean, the way they crying for him, they might as well get the boots out and they get the licking. The way they tap dance for this dude after he passed. It's one thing to say like, oh, he did impactful things for the lives. Like I'm sure he did, right? But the stuff he was talking about, like I can't really get with that. But he's not even the menace that
Yeah.
he is not the menace that they think he is. Nick Fuentes is still walking around. Nick
That guy
Fuentes,
is,
oh my goodness.
woo,
Y'all think Charlie Kirk was
man.
something? Y'all ain't seen Nick.
Uh-uh. He's the worst, man. But I tell you, he is the opinion of most Latinos in my view. I think his view is what most of the quote unquote browns think of us. And when you look at the history of what it means to be Latino, Hispanic, and all that, I think it's pretty easy to get to a Nick Fuentes. It's harder to get to someone who is really supports indigenous culture like there are a few are, but most of them are on the Fuentes game, I think. What do y'all think?
That man is cool. I'm not really too around to meet Latinos to be honest. About Baltimore is.
I don't know a lot of Latinos.
Aren't there a lot in Baltimore now? I thought Baltimore was bringing them up.
Well, no. The immigrant population is less than 10%. Yeah.
In Baltimore?
Yeah, it's less than 10%. This is 20. Yeah, it's less than 10% in the city. In the county, it's like they're like in the city. Latinos are mostly in. They're concentrated near Patterson Park. Patterson Park in Lakeland. That's in South Baltimore. Lakeland's in South Baltimore. That's where they're concentrated in Dundalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
And Fells Point too, right?
yeah,
A lot in Fells Point.
Fells Point, Highlandtown, like that area.
Ah,
That's
okay.
Yeah, that's where they're not like in. They're not in Park Heights. They're not in Sandtown. They're not in Greenmount. Like you know, they're not. They're not. Yeah, they're not. What's Cherry? They're not in Cherry Hill like that. They're not. It's still mostly us in these neighborhoods. So
Hey, listen, I'm in a drive-through. I'm not supposed to eat unhealthily, but I don't want to have my drive-through on the live. How do I mute myself?
I got you. I got you. What's up, Native again?
Even with this whole situation with Charlie Kirk, I feel like Trump they only really rallying behind him because his wife, because she worked up on. They got to be careful because like if you look into her, her basically her organization that she had was trafficking children. So that too, and then like with them being Mormons and all that, like they go deeper. So I just feel like it's a bunch of them. They trying to clean some stuff because we know it. Well, I know at the end of the day, it's boiling back down to them cheering. You know what I'm saying? But it's some sick stuff going on basically. So I just think it's a whole like misdirected outrage towards the
What's up,
wrong
Creole?
people. And they need to just really get it together because if that's the case, then we should have a whole lot of national holidays for as many people that got knocked out flood. So,
Right.
Yeah, I read about his wife, and she is like really suspect to be honest. And I don't know why our people like to cry YT tears all the time. It is highly annoying, to be honest. It is.
Oh, Charlie! Oh, not my Charlie! Yeah, that was literally an African woman. Charlie, no, Charlie.
you know they got on Facebook, you can't even type this dude's name without getting flagged. Like, you can't say nothing bad about him. I'm like, child, y'all is doing the most trying to make this man a martyr, and he not dead.
So much for the quote unquote free speech that Facebook wants to do, right? Oh, we want to be a free speech platform. They can kiss it. They can F off.
It's a bunch of mess. We just got to continue to do. We have to do what our people did back then, our ancestors did, and we have to do more. Basically, add on to like do more, because at the end of the day, I just really think it's odd that now. Well, I don't think it's odd. It's a part of the plan, but I do think it's kind of crazy that they are like trying to, amp up everything and try to claim this and claim that because we finally realizing we indigenous to this land. So it's crazy.
No, Charlie. But now he stopped. HB will continue to keep fighting on. Yeah, for sure.
I had an actual video. Someone,
Yeah.
wow,
African woman was crying over Charlie Kirk. Uh-huh.
that's
Oh no,
crazy.
Charlie.
Be real. I said if Candace Owen don't slow down, they probably try to get her next, honey.
Probably. We'll see. We shall see.
I don't really have any empathy for her either. All the stuff she said.
Somebody, where Cleveland at? You say, yeah, he said Candace can, yeah. She can get the yeah with the yeah, you know?
I don't need it, but we definitely need to act fast. If I can say that, we need to organize quickly. Quickly. What the last dude that was up here, I wanted
Yeah,
to
you
ask
can come
him
back, Joshua.
if he is like what have he heard about the AU and how they like what they trying to do and like what is their plans for that.
What did Candace say? What hasn't Candace said? Let me stop. I don't know. She said a lot of things that a lot of people don't like.
This, she, y'all gotta look it up. That's all I gotta say. She all over YouTube saying a whole bunch of stuff about our people, and she a whole.
But she has she said her own mouth. She has a Cherokee Indian grandma from North Carolina, so, and she's Caribbean.
A lot of people also did us in too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Charlie Kirk was Candace Owens' best friend.
Crazy word.
Charlie.
Maybe she just thought she one of us, Chad, because I don't see how she could be friends with him, knowing majority of his talking points was against her. So that's not odd, but she do the COON. So.
I mean, you can look at who she married to. But she
I don't
was
think I break it down. Oh, girl, genealogy. That's the only thing I appreciate that she did.
yeah. But on top of that, she what? Like she was on college. Like she was a part of NAACP at one point. Candace Owens.
What?
Yeah.
What?
She was either or she yeah, she was getting discriminated against before. It's like you can look it up. Yeah, Candace Owens, NAACP. What did he say against us? Against what has like Sunflower School? What has he said that's against us? Um, Bringing up how we're nothing but criminals is one thing. That tired talking point of 50% of the crime is done by black people.
Oh,
That's 50% of people that are convicted for violence are black people. We're not doing 50% of the crime.
yeah. I mean, I don't understand why Candace didn't get into all these fishy things that he had to say. I used to have respect for her, but I don't know. That's why I think when I was mentioning before about calling her out. Okay, Cherokee and Caribbean. What's her end game? It seems like her end game is for Candace.
Yeah, yep. That's what most conservatives are going to look for out first is themselves.
Well, here I got a question for y'all. I'm
Democrats
sorry
too.
for chewing.
She married a white tea man and a very
Well, I
powerful
don't
one.
necessarily think that's not necessarily I don't know, a disclaimer.
I'm
But
just it
what what I wonder, are you guys
it's just the
just as
stuff that you
outraged
said.
as I
What?
Am I
find
just? Why are we just
watching
as watching what?
watching watching these people who are just doing anything for these illegal immigrants? I find that just as outrageous. You know, watching our people fight for people to have a right to be here to take our spot. You know, I find that more disingenuous because at least I don't know. I've seen a number of our people say that Charlie Kirk believed in God and all that, but I think watching people uh, not get outraged over our treatment, but getting outraged at how someone who's not from this country snuck in is more annoying than this stuff with Charlie Kirk. Tell you the truth.
From
What do you think?
Chicago, grandparents.
Our people are annoyed about it. You don't be watching the stuff on TikTok?
Yeah,
Say
you
that
people.
again.
Our people are annoyed about it. They be talking about it on TikTok.
TikTok, Twitter, like TikTok, Twitter, like they haven't. Yeah, folks are vocal about this type of stuff.
What do you mean?
What you mean? About what you asked? Yeah, there's people that are vocal about it and outraged about it.
So
Like you can go on Twitter, there's a bunch of people.
I mean, do you? Because I feel like we are in a bunch of different categories right now. We have a whole bunch of people in the blue tent. We got a whole bunch, and in that blue tent, we got a whole bunch of different ideologies in the blue tent. And then you have people in the red tent, and all that stuff. And then you have people like us who are doing our genealogy, you're stepping outside of the circle. But even our people within that, because I mean, I want to ask you about all the people who are claiming all the Morocco stuff and all the North African stuff. And there's some great creators out here that are linking us to Haiti, linking us to Morocco. I wanted to know what you guys think about that.
I don't
Like,
agree with that.
are you seeing like
But
Miss Nebraska? Miss Nebraska, I think she's
uh,
great. She's beautiful too. Have
uh,
you seen Miss Nebraska?
yeah, I've seen her
And
before. She's actually
and
been in
she
the live
speaks.
before. Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, how'd that go?
I mean, she didn't come on the panel, but she was in here. She probably because I
I
stitched
would
one
love.
of her videos. So she's talking about Haitians were the first Black Americans. I was like, I don't know about that.
Right, and I think it's important for you to have a debate with her. You know what I mean? That's where I think because I don't think the people who are. I think that's another grift that's going on is that society's opening up the reality of indigenousness, but they're getting us caught up in all these different webs. That is also delaying the inevitable, which is our land. It's us claiming our land. And so if it doesn't go in the direction of, okay, this is my land, this is restitution for my land, and how do we work this out, then I think it's a scam, right? What do you think? Am I making
I
sense
like,
here?
yeah, you make sense. But
Well, thank you, David. I'm sorry that I'm not on here as much as I'm so impressed with your productivity. I don't know how you do a full-time teaching ship and do all this extracurricular stuff. It's impressive.
yeah, for sure.